Right here we have a reading choice board. So it covers 4 different domains in reading. So we've got vocabulary, reading comprehension, written expression, and oral expression. For vocabulary, what students are going to do is they are going to pick 10 different words that might be new to them from their book. So they're going to create a one-pager about the new words. And you can add text, photos, quotes, videos, whatever they want about this new vocabulary word. They also have to include the definition, the real world example, and how they might use this word in a sentence, and the visual representation of the word, which could be a video or an image or whatever they wanted to kind of do. On this page, it shows a digital example, so you can kind of see here, it's got video, it's got text, it's got all these different things so that students can see that. And then over here is one that the students could do on paper. So they could sketch out that new vocabulary word and explain that term in through sketching. Right here with reading comprehension, students are going to pick 5 different choices on the Book choice board. This is an Edu protocol. And so students, again, they'll pick 5 of these different choices. They're going to look if their book is fiction or nonfiction. And this was created by Kim Vogie, who is an amazing educator. And then down here are the pages that the students will need. So they're going to put the question and then they're going to answer that prompt. They're also going to add their explanation, the quote, the page number, and then they can add an image to that illustration if they want to. So that is the Bokakucha option. And here is an example. So here's the slide, they have an image, and then they put the information over here. And then the students could present that information to you. The next one is written expression. So students are going to pick 10 different images that they can take from a photo based on their book. So they're going to be reading their book and think about what 10 images kind of represent. This could be like character settings, maybe it is the plot elements, symbolic objects, important items, or concepts, anything like that. And what students will do is they're going to pick 10 of those. They can draw them or they can find them online. And then they're going to use the 8 parts and they're going to use this template and they're going to add their image and then they're going to come up with that 3-word title, the verbs, the adverbs, and then they're going to write their summary about that image. So that could be another fun idea. And here is again another example. So here's the image, and usually these are done with fun images every single day to build those repetitions. But again, students would find their own photos and add them and then create their own paragraph. And you could even have students highlight. You can kind of see here if you wanted to. You could have them highlight the different parts of speech if you wanted to. And then finally, the students could create a Flipgrid video. So they would create 5 different videos, and each of these had to be at least 2 minutes. They could use visual aids if they needed to, but they would do a summary of the book. They could act out a scene from the book. They could make a sales speech, or they could compare the book to another book. They could also pretend that the characters in the book. And this example is a book talk example. So if your students needed to see an example, there is one provided. And again, how you could do this is you could look at students' data and decide, okay, this student is really struggling with vocabulary. I want them to focus in on this area. This student's struggling with written expression. I want them to do this. Or you could even, instead of 10, maybe make it you do 5 of this and 5 of this and 2 of these and 1 of these. So you could maybe even change the numbers of what's expected for your students. That way you have them practicing a little bit of everything. Or again, you could go in and allow them to choose which domain they want to focus on.